Hello, hi, it's Liz here, and it's not long till the 1st of July, so I thought I'd best get a wiggle on and start making my junk journal for Junk Journal July. This year I am going to be following the the prompts from Create with Scrimping Mummy, and if you want to join the Facebook page for Amanda's group, she is Scrimping Mummy, you will be made most welcome and you'll see lots of inspiration for the prompts. I'm not promising to do 31 videos or 31 pages. What I might do is double up, triple up and do like, a label with vintage with fussy cutting. And so you can do whatever you want. If you want to, condense it down to say 10 pages, then do 3 things on a page or 2 things on a page. They're really quite open, photo, layers, border. It can be, any kind of way that you want to do it. It's all quite free and easy, no rules. So let's get started making our journal. I have a brown paper, or part of a brown paper bag from Fat Face, which is hubby's favourite shop. Yep, so let's start with that. I will tell you the measurements. It is nearly 13.5 centimetres, and I'm sure it's square because yes, nearly 13.5 centimetres square, which means opened up, obviously, it makes it 27. I quite fancied a square. I don't know why, I just thought it's a wee bit different. So that's my starting point. That's going to be the basis of my cover. The next step I do is I prepare, before I start fancying up the cover and covering it with some fabric, I'm going to make my signature. So I've put together a little bundle here, and what I've done is I've used my big scraps, and all I do is, let me get a piece and I will show you. Let's just say, for instance, this. So it's already the correct height, shall we say. Now this one's different in that if I folded this over, it would be the correct. But say that was too short, say it didn't have, let's just take that bit off and let's pretend that we've got a page that's going to be too small for our journal. So if we folded that over, okay, you could have a short page, but let's do it so that if we wanted to have one page that exactly fits the journal, you would have a big page and a little page. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend that little page with a contrasting, or not even contrasting, another random piece of junk paper. So that's what I'm going to do with the pieces that are too small for the journal. Like this grey piece here was too small, so I measured it against my cover and I just folded it in, and I'm going to extend that page, and I'll show you how I'm going to do that. So that page is the right size, but of course there's a small size at the back. So what I do is sometimes I have the short page, then the long page, then maybe another long page, then a short page, a long page, a short page. So whatever piece, when you're putting it together, you can have short, long, or you could have all the longs together and then all the shorts together and have fun extending them. So let's go ahead and you'll get what I mean. Let's move the cover to the side for the moment, and we will take this here. Let me just clip this so that I know I'm in the middle. Clip this together so that I know I'm judging the edge. I'm just going to put the second half in the clip because I don't want it to move at the moment and then my spare piece will go too long. So I've got my little bundle of smaller scraps and I'm simply just going to take and extend my page out to the edge, and then all we have to do is decide which way round we want it. We'll do it that way. So I'm just going to use my glue stick because I will show you my next step of reinforcing the join. So this glue stick is just to keep it in place for the moment. So that's our page extended. It's not extended out right to the edge, but I'm happy with that. And then what I'm going to do is I've got my bundle of long skinny scraps and I decide, right, what scrap would go, or what scrap would I like down the edge there, and I think I like that. So I'm just going to take that and just use that to reinforce the join. Oh, always double check what's on the other side. Oh, I think I'm going to have that. That was a lucky flip over. So lots of glue on that bit. And we will just reinforce the join. So that's us got a nice long page. Let's reinforce it on this side as well. And this time I'm just going to reinforce it with, there's my join there, with some washi that has got a bit of thread. I hope it's thread and not a black spider. Oh, I think it's thread. Of course, this also, let me just get my plastic card. This also gives you a little start on decorating a page, because it can be quite daunting to, so that's, this is a long page, that's a long page, here's a short page, so we'll do the same. We will grab a piece and get that on there, like that. Yep, so just along the edge. Yeah, I was going to say, it makes it less daunting when you start, like with the prompts, and start decorating, because your pages aren't completely blank. You're not starting with a blank page. That's quite cute. And it's amazing how many of your scraps are already roughly the correct size. There, that's a nice page. And on the other side, we'll put some washi. There we are. That's a long page. Here's a short page. And this time we've got a little piece that's folded over, so we could put it on that way, and that's us got a little pocket on that side. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Okay, a little bit of glue down the edge. How does it look on the other side? Yep, we can sort that out when we get to the stitching time. Right, so a little bit reinforced here. Wonder if we should put I think we'll do the washi on this side this time. And of course, when it comes to doing your prompts, quite a lot of this will get perhaps covered up. Right, and a piece of something for here. And these are just like when you've got a book page and it's all writing and then there's a huge plain bit in the middle. But you know, I think I might use the comic. Right, so we need to cut him down to size. To cut Web Boy. Whoops. I thought it would be smart there and it would just tear, but no. Comic is tougher than... In fact, I'm just going to take that bit off. I'm just going to make it a little bit narrower. Yeah. Just checking I want the side I've got with the red on it and the cartoon on it. There we are, reinforce that seam and we'll stitch that pocket when we come to it. Right, I think we're going to leave the music paper that size and we'll do this plain white one. Right. Of course, if you've got papers that are all a size that you can just fold, then obviously, then Bob's your uncle. Now, what have we got? That's quite nice. That it's like handmade paper. I bet this won't. Oh, it did tear. Yeah, I think we'll have that. And I think this is, no, there's still one more. Last one, and I've got this, which is another pocket. Right, yes, that's fine. Put it down the edge, hold it in place. Put it there. Now, it's too short. That's too short. I think we'll cut a piece of that. So I need it about that length. I was just wondering if I wanted it a large piece. Yeah, I think I'm going to put the whole lot down on this one, because it's a nice arty piece of paper. And let's see, let's use a different washi. Try this one. And that should be our signature finished, because I already did the back half. So let's have a flip through and make sure that everything is sitting where it should be. I just want to, right, get the lid on your glue. Right, so this is our signature, and make sure all the pages are the length you want them. Make that pocket. And then that one, or we could just leave them as we flip out. That's the middle pages, a piece of vellum and a piece of fancy handmade paper. And then there's the back half, which is what I did off camera before I said hello. Oh yes, this piece is still to go in, this back piece, which is an old end piece of an envelope, which I thought would go there and be a pocket going up the way. I thought we would put that straight onto that piece there. Yeah, so we haven't quite finished. And we will do something to reinforce it down there. Now a nice piece of washi. Some butterflies, or let's go with the green. Right, hope that wasn't too boring watching me just stick pieces of paper together, but I thought I did want to do the whole thing from beginning to end, because sometimes if you skip steps, people say, oh, I didn't really get how you did that bit. So there we are. So that's our signature. Oh, I'll tell you how many pages I've done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's fine. Plenty. Because that means you've got 24, and then you've got each side of the 24. So plenty for 31. That's for sure. Okay, so here's our cover. Already it's starting to look like a little book. Pleased with that. Super pleased, actually. I'm thinking that's quite cool. Right, so let's leave the signature aside for now. We'll put a clip on that because I don't want it to get confused with the huge bundle of scrap paper that I've got at the side of me here. Because we will be going back to the signature, because we've used bigger scraps, we've used our long narrow scraps, and these are my smaller scraps that I am going to put on little corners of some of the pages, just so that I feel as if the journal has already been started and I can do the prompts on top or to the side of what's already there, and it just gives you a wee starting point of not having a blank page, which I think is always a wee bit of a scary thing, having a blank page. Right, so let's think about what we're going to do with this. So we'll put them aside, and I have prepared some fabric that I'm going to use for my cover. So this is a piece of hubby's shirt. EB, if you're watching, you know. So this, I think, is going to be on the inside of the cover. So that's going to be my inside piece, like that. So we'll put that aside for now. And the outside, I have this piece of calico. I do love, I accidentally pulled that one off. I do love when it gets all thready. So the outside, let's layer it up on the outside. I've got my slightly bigger than the paper bag. So that's going to go like that. Then I have a piece of upholstery fabric. Now, what side do we want? That's the thing, isn't it? Oh, I like that side. Do you know, the whole time I've been thinking it's been that side, and it's kind of velour. But see, now that I see that side, I am thinking it's going to be that side. Yeah. So that is going to be my main cover. That's going to cover everything. I mean, it's going to cover the packaging. And then I'm thinking about decorating the front. I have another layer of the calico, linen, whatever it's called. A piece of the shirt again, with lots of threads. It's going to be a very thready, junky, shabby, chicy journal. That's the way I like them. And then a final piece like that. And of course that's going on the inside. So that, in theory, is how it's going to look, with, of course, our pages tucked safely in there. Yeah, happy with that. Right, now we have to decide what step is first. So these pieces, we're not going to put these pieces on until the papers are sewn in, because they're just going to be stuck on. Yeah, so we don't need them just now. So we have to think we're going to stitch. I'm going to use the machine and I'm going to stitch the inside round. So I need to do that first, and then I'm going to stitch those two on. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Right, I'm just going to do a little bit of glue just so that it gets kept in place. A little bit of glue. Just to keep it in place. While I'm stitching round the edge. I know this isn't exactly, but that's fine. Right, that's the inside. And I am going to take it to the machine and stitch round that edge there. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, that's the inside stitched on. If you don't have a machine, you could just glue the whole thing using like fabric glue or the 3-in-1, the Fabri-Tac, whatever. So happy with that. That's the inside. Of course, you could be fancy and add a pocket. I'm not going to. Right, now the outside, and I think maybe we'll do this. We'll do this on a, two at a time. We'll do, right, so the outside, that's the outside. I think I want it that way round, I don't know why. Right. So, again, I'm just going to put just to hold it in place. Right, I don't need that just now. I'll just put my thumb in the glue there. Okay, and then this probably won't hold that well, but it will hold enough for me to stitch round. Yeah. Oh, that moved. That's because I folded it over, but it won't move once it's stitched. Right, stitch round. Okay, we are stitched. We are done. I am pretty pleased with that. Yeah, there's, you know, it's not straight. That all adds to the charm. So please don't worry about anything not being straight. Obviously you now have a double layer of stitching round the inside, but that's okay, that's fine. And yeah, happy with that. And this will go on at the end. Maybe just too many threads here. Haircut time. And this, yeah. I have a plan for a closure. Can't resist showing you just now. This is another piece of the shirt. This was like the little button cuffy bit, and I'm going to make a separate piece, and I'm going to sew that onto that and just keep the closure loose, and just use this corrugated cardboard and maybe layer it up with a few bits and bobs. I haven't quite decided yet, but that will have the closure on it and that will wrap round. But that, I think, is probably for another day. Let's concentrate on this. Right, what step will we do now? We have, and we don't need this on until these are sewn in. So how's it looking? It's looking grand. I do want this space because I want to add lots of tags and fabric and bits down the side and up the top and to stick out. I do want lots of tabs and things, but I'm thinking, is that enough for today? And we'll do the decoration. We'll add all our little bits to the pages, to some of the pages. We will add some tabs down the edge. We will finish off decorating the cover, and we will do our closure. Yeah, so a few bits to do that are probably too long to continue today. I do like this idea. I'm thinking, be forever who you are. I like that. But I like that as well. I'm going to struggle with this decision. I like this. Oh, well, let's decide that another day. And this goes round. I'm going to sew these two pieces together to make a nice long piece that will go on that. I'm pointing over there as if you know, and then that can be wrapped round. Yeah, yes, that's the plan. So I'm going to leave it there, and I will be back with part 2, hopefully very soon. I'm not sure when I'll get the chance again, but I don't want to leave this dangling. I want to get it, obviously I want to get it done before the 1st, and this is what, the 27th, 28th? It's the 27th, so I only have a couple of days, and we'll get it done. And then I'll sew them in. Maybe I will sew them in off camera once they're all good to go and stitched. We might add some machine stitching down some of the sides, but we'll add some fabric to the sides, some trim, some tabs. Yeah, that'll be cool. Okay, right, I'm going to leave it there though. So thanks for joining me today, and don't forget, it's Create with Scrimping Mommy. There's the Facebook group, hashtag it on Instagram, and join the Facebook group if you're not already there, and you'll see lots of inspiration, and you'll be able to print off the prompts. Yeah, so I'm going to have fun with this. Thanks for joining me. If you've enjoyed the video, a thumbs up would be great, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.